Hello, welcome back to It's What I Do. It's a little bit different. I've decided to have a go at trying to pack up smoking again. Now, I have done that before. I have packed up before and stayed off it for a while. Went through a really bad bout of depression and started smoking again. So I'm hoping I don't go through that this time. But in total, I've been smoking 47 years. That's a bloody long time. Nearly 48 years actually. So yeah, a long time. Yesterday was my birthday. Today is the 3rd of June, and today I've managed to get away with just 3 cigarettes, just 3. So we'll call this day 1. So day 1, not too bad. As I say, 3 cigarettes. I had 2 this morning and 1 this afternoon, and that's used up all the tobacco I had. So I suppose, thinking about it, weekly costs, I suppose I'm spending about 40 to 50 pounds a week on tobacco, and that's a huge amount this sort of day and age, to be spending on something that's really just damaging your health. But I am really addicted to smoking, so it's going to be tough. But I'll try and keep a little vlog going so you can see how I'm doing. Of course, if I have little lapses, I'll tell you. If I fail completely, which I hope I don't, I'll tell you that as well. I don't know if anyone's ever been through an addiction withdrawal who's watching this, but it's not easy, really isn't easy. And we'll see how we go. Okay, day 2. No cigarettes at all today. You're wondering why I'm recording this in my car. It's because I haven't told anybody I'm doing this. I haven't told the wife I'm doing it either. I'm a little bit of an odd character in that respect. If people know that I'm trying to pack up smoking, they're forever asking me how I'm doing. How you doing with the smoking or whatever. And that just emphasises that I want a cigarette. Brings it back to my mind. I want a cigarette. So I haven't told anyone. I haven't told the missus. I'm trying to avoid telling her that I'm stopping. Because she's the same. She mentions it, or the slightest reaction I have to anything she says, I'll go and have a smoke. And it doesn't help, it really don't. But yeah, today I've managed to not have any. I am using the nicotine spray, and that just cuts out a little bit of the craving. Doesn't stop it all, but it does cut out a little bit, and you really start to feel a little bit strange. You know you want something, but you don't know what. And one of the problems is with that is you start to eat a lot because you're craving something, and your body can't really tell you what you're craving. I know what I'm craving, but you feel like you need something, so the first thing you do is turn to food and you eat something. Hence why people tend to put a lot of weight on when they're packing up smoking. But day 2, yeah, not too bad. Gone all day, no cigarettes, and doing okay. Okay, it's the 5th of June, day 3. Yeah, I'm doing okay. No real odd reactions. still got this weird craving. It's a really peculiar feeling. As I say, if you've never packed up anything like that, it is a really peculiar feeling. So again, I've no cigarettes today. I am using my spray. The missus, quite funny, the missus actually said to me yesterday, you sit up in your room smoking and being in that smoke all night long, it really isn't doing you any good, and it really worries me. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I haven't smoked for 3 days. It's funny, but yeah, no weird reactions so far. Do feel a bit odd though. So it's interesting and it's bizarre and it's a struggle. It really is a struggle. I found, starting off with, I do tend to use the spray a hell of a lot, which isn't good. You use it too much, it gives you headache and such like, so that's not good. But yeah, we're doing okay. Day 3, no cigarettes, all good. Yeah, we're into day 4 now. It's the 6th of June. We're only halfway through the day when I'm recording this. Have to take my opportunities to record when there's no one around and I can't be heard. So, day 4, no cigarettes so far. Going on yesterday, I think I should be able to make it through today. And fingers crossed. Cravings are still there, still craving like no one's business. But I don't think I've been acting any differently. Certainly no one's noticed. I have noticed that I sort of talk a lot. Once I get into it, I really do start talking a lot. I don't know whether that's a reaction to it or not. But we'll see. So yeah, still acting perfectly normal. No one's noticed any odd behaviour. We'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, I'm up to day 4 and no cigarettes since day 1. As I say, on the first day I had 3 cigarettes, which was just using up what I had left. So that was sort of a weaning process, if you like. Day 2, no cigarettes. Day 3, no cigarettes. Day 4, no cigarettes yet. And I don't think I'm going to, because I haven't got any. Whether I'll get desperate enough to start breaking up cigarette butts, I don't know. Might be an idea to get rid of them all, so I can't do that. Yeah, it's this. Let's say, if you haven't been through this yourself, you don't know what it's like. And where I've been smoking for so long, it can be a struggle. I mean, I'm the youngest of 6, and I started smoking. My first cigarettes were when I was 8 years old. As I say, I was the youngest of 6, and you don't know what you're doing to yourself at that age. And as I said, I've tried to pack up a couple of times before in the past, and I did have some success. I used the Champix tablets at one point, and yeah, they worked really well, and I packed up for quite a long time, about 6 months I suppose it was. But then I went into a massive bout of depression, and I was imagining all sorts of things. And it wasn't until I went through that, and I read it afterwards, but that's one of the side effects from Champix. If you're prone for depression, which, I mean, it runs in my family, my mother was always very up and down like that, but if it runs in your family, champix can really bring that out, and it is prone for causing depression. And the amazing thing was, I was in this really bad place. I was out driving the bus, and I thought, oh, sod it, and I went over and bought a packet of cigarettes. Smoked a cigarette, and it was like somebody flicking a switch. It made so much difference. It was unreal. And that's one of the things you've got to combat when you're packing up smoking. Admittedly, hopefully this time where I'm not using anything like that, I won't have that issue. I'm hoping I won't have the bouts of massive depression and such like that will lure me back into smoking. But time will tell. But at the moment, day 4, all's good. Really good. Okay, day 5. Still craving. Not seeing any other signs though. Not doing anything stupid or anything. But day 5, Mrs. still doesn't know. Well, I say she doesn't know. She may well know, but I haven't said anything. This is what I want. Still no cigarettes. Still a struggle. Still want them. But we're getting there, one day at a time. Day 6. Still no cigarettes. Doing okay. Craving's not quite so bad. I keep getting really strange sensations in my head though, headaches and things like that, but that's probably because I'm using the spray a little bit too much, but that will die off. The big test will be when I go back to work next week, because if there was ever a job that lent itself to the smoking habit, it is definitely bus driving. And you get an odd 5 minutes at the end of a trip or something like that. What else do you do with 5 minutes? You got a cigarette. So, need to find something else to do then. But so far, so good. Day 7. So far, no cigarettes. Haven't had any cigarettes at all since the first day. So that's been really good. Feeling okay. Had a couple of stressful moments today. But managed to avoid the cigarettes, and this is just the tail end of the I don't know whether you'll have seen it before I release this or not, but I've done some filming around Bellis Woods Country Park, and I'm just sitting in the car ready to go home. So yeah, that was quite good. Relaxed me after the bit of stress. Hopefully I got some good shots on the camera, but we'll see that shortly. So yeah, I'll leave it here on these little vlogs, packing up smoking vlogs. I think 7 days is probably enough. If you want me to do updates on it, I can do that. You'll just have to let me know in the comments. So hope you found these a little bit of fun as well, me acting silly. Yeah, so I've now been clear of smoking for 1 week. Let's just keep my fingers crossed that it carries on and I don't go back to it. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now. Day 5. What am I talking about? Not day 5 at all. Idiot.